Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
We're up and running then.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's Bruno Fernandes.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, the player Nuno Mendes is someone who's really impressed me as being a two-way player. Very confident, consistent, and always willing to take people on and get himself into those good crossing positions, and he can deliver too.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Turns back here, probably the best option. That is good alertness. Van de Ven.
And it's Thuram. To Lahm.
Lahm making good progress on the right-hand side. Cucurella making good progress. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Valverde. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And he's there to clear it. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Over to the other side. Opts for safety. Well, that looks a decent ball.
Vinicius Junior
finding himself in space. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Ronaldo is in a really good position out wide. And it's Cucurella. That is lovely. Van de Ven. Lahm.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Palmer. And it's Mendes. And this is Ibrahimovic. Bruno Fernandes. And he shoots! He scored! How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, I just think it was really good movement, but I think a couple of defenders got caught ball watching there when they should have been picking up the danger man.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Chouameni. Thuram. Ibrahimovic might just make this. And he's only too happy to take that back. Steaming on goalwards. Vinicius Junior! Defending of the desperate variety. Bruno Fernandes. Now, can they get him away? Might be danger here. Chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Can he finish? Oh, that is rather wayward.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment. Madrid certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Ibrahimovic chasing after it. Valverde. Vinicius Junior is onto this. Tries to play it through. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Bruno Fernandes. Ibrahimovic gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Lahm. That's a good run down the left. Great ball, and he's in here. Shapes to shoot! Again, a brilliant save.
Vinicius Junior really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
There will be 1 minute.
It's going to be another corner, I think. This possibly the last play of the half. Thuram with the clearance. And the through ball. And that is the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
And a quick announcement today.
Madrid go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Stadium Hall.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. Back underway then.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Lahm got a long way forward to join the attack. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rafael Varane. Lahm is looking to influence the game from out wide. Thuram. And it's Koundé. Here's Tchouaméni. And it's Cucurella. Passing nice and neat. And that is expertly dealt with. Valverde given the lift of his goal. So what can they make of this? Valverde proves just a little bit too strong. And the counter is on. And it's made its way to him. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pele is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Shot could be on. Played it again.
Better control, and he would have had a selection of options.
Substitution on the field. Number 6.
So we have movement on both
Bruno
benches.
Fernandes. Number 22, Federico Valverde. Number 11, Vinicius Junior.
Pele is being harried and hassled.
Well, they
Number
seem intent on
21,
marking him out of the game.
Younes.
They're certainly
Number
trying to wind them up
9,
in the process, Peter.
Bellingham. Number 7, Bale.
Lahm,
Substitution.
can he get it through? Now it's Bellingham. Nicely spread. Bellingham. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole.
It's Bale! Now that is commitment to the cause. Vietnam have their second corner now.
Substitution.
Yildiz plays it short. And here's Yildiz. Madrid are looking to go forward now. He is through here. Lovely bit of skill. He has a look up.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help.
He's had a shot! And there's a goal! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Substitution on the field. Number 25.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Coming
So
on
they
the
have it
field
all to
is
do again.
Number 14.
This is exactly the kind of
Alex
contest
Grimaldo.
you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And here's Bellingham. Aimed at the far side. And they've been given a corner. So, third corner of the game. Look at the space here.
Vietnam really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Oh, that's well spotted. Vietnam need to make something happen here. Looking to play him in. Grimaldo picks it up out wide. Koundé tries to clear. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Lahm. And it's Bellingham. The final 5 minutes. No way through.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Rafael Varane. Yildiz.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Knocks it into space. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's really well manoeuvred. And the number on the board is 3. Yildiz. So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance.
Substitution on the field. Number 37.
Into extra time we go.
Number 20. Ibrahimovic.
Grimaldo.
Coming on the field. Number 3. Reimer. Number 18. Thuram. Substitution in progress.
Chouameni. And he's forced to go back. Lahm. Looking for options for movement. And he's straight offside. Thuram. Rafael Varane is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Keeper's got good distance on that. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Chouameni. And it's Dembele. Great vision. Chouameni. Grimaldo. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's neat. And this is Bale. And he's cut it out. Thuram clears it away. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Bellingham. It's a good spell of possession, this. Bellingham. Ah, such a clever touch. Mbappe. Now it's Yildiz. Could move up a gear here. Reimer. So that was it, the first period of extra time.
Quick reminder today, everybody,
Well, nobody wants to settle for this, of course, but everyone is running nigh on empty. Is there going to be a moment to win it? And we're off for the final time. It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. And the keeper's got it again. Grimaldo. And Bremer. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Barella. Lahm. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's had it nicked away. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And here's Bale. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
It's a good foot in there. It's a good run he's making out on the left.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Lukaku. Barella caresses it through. Thuram getting this one clear. Varane gets it clear and reclaimed it in a trice.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there.
And that is that. There is only one way to decide this now. So after all of that, what can we say?
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show.
Please be reminded that drinking
watching
is only
both
allowed
teams
in the area
refusing to
shown in this
lose.
map.
I mean, they
Thank you
both
very
ran
much
their
for your
socks off.
cooperation.
Nothing more the coaches can do. They, along with the rest of us, mere spectators, as we hit football's ultimate drama. It is that dreaded time. You can cut the tension with a knife. So this one to set the tone. And no mistake.
Well, so far, so good, Peter.
Lukaku is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up. And he makes it one each. And he duly obliges. Bale is the second man to step up for his team.
Well, any penalty converted is a good penalty, so he did his bit there.
Mbappe is second man up. Big character, big moment, big save. Vietnam with the chance to go 2 up. Denied! He's made the save!
I suspect a change of mind could have been the problem then.
We're on to number 3 here. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air. Well, whatever he did, it worked, did it not, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
This to double their advantage. Of course. Will that prove decisive?
Well, this is effectively a very welcome cushion, Peter.
No! Saved it! And their fate is sealed! So it all ends in heartbreak. All the effort, all the exertion, all the exhaustion, and it counts for nothing. Well, ultimately it came down to penalties. Any thoughts, Jim, having seen what you have?
Please take all the outer bins located.
It's a tough one to take, Peter. The players will be feeling like
cooperation.
the better side lost, and to some extent that's true. I don't think they did an awful lot wrong, and that's probably what the boss is saying to them right now.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We are just getting started. They do appear, Jim Beglin, to be going... Oh, shooting chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. It's a good look, towering header! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Certain, searing, and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And the shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's a really well-measured ball. And that's played in low. Deftly away. And that is well cleared. Referee's given a throw. Played over towards the opposite flank. Not the most accurate pass. Nuno Mendes. Strong running down that left flank. And it's Tchouaméni. Valverde. Nicely spread. To Lahm. He's shifting through the gears here. Here comes... Oh, good climb! Koundé getting this one clear. Now it's Thuram.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Thuram. Just the keeper in his way. Takes a shot! And that's a good finish. They back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's Valverde. Now it's Thuram. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's intervened well there. Palmer. Passing is crisp and sharp. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
This is a promising build-up. Varane kept his eye on it, and he's there. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Valverde. Vietnam have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Vietnam couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Tchouaméni looking to pass their way up the pitch.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Bruno Fernandes. Tchouaméni. Bruno Fernandes. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, that's neat. Chips it through. Well, there's the clearance. That is a brilliant interception.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Probing pass. He's in plenty of space here. Thuram. Ah, he's given it away. Looking for the run. Van der Ven spots it and intercepts. That has ended up in no man's land. Bruno Fernandes. Well timed, excellent interception. And the referee has blown for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. The second half is up and running. And he was quick to react. Tchouaméni.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Tchouaméni. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Valverde. And it's Lahm. Rafael Varane is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Lahm has it in a wide position. That's good play. Here's Tchouaméni. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Thuram under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they...
Palmer! And that's gone route one. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Pelé, clipped into space. Chance for a shot! Brilliant save from Donnarumma! Tchouaméni. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Madrid have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. This looks promising. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Palmer has created one goal already. Koundé. Cucurella. That's a good run down the left. No, that's been intercepted. Can he get onto this? And it's Valverde. Tchouaméni. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Decent chance! It's bounced back off the post. Here's Tchouaméni. Oh, sweet feet.
Vietnam clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Nuno Mendes with the cross.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Searching pass he's played there. Chips it through. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, nice touch. Pelé. Palmer. Valverde.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Lahm. Ibrahimovic does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And here's Bruno Fernandes. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Bruno Fernandes. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Caresses it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Thuram proves just a little bit too strong. Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So no winner at full time. We will be going the distance.
To the information centre. Substitution on the field. Number 6, Bruno Fernandes. Number 22, Federico Valverde. Number 11, Vinicius Junior. Number 25, Nuno
Into
Mendes.
extra time we go.
Number 37, Van der Ven. Coming on the field, number 21,
Barella.
Judas. Number 9,
Tchouaméni.
Bellingham. Number 7,
It's Timber.
Bale.
Oh, nicely
Number
intercepted.
14, Alex Grimaldo. Number 3, Bremer. Substitution in progress.
Tchouaméni. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Yildiz making good progress on the right-hand side. Barella. Shot could be... Can he finish? Oh, that could be pivotal! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
Time for a change in personnel.
Ibrahimovic.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that.
It's Lukaku! Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Tchouaméni. It's Bellingham. Yildiz. Lukaku. Now he's got space here. That's good vision. That is good alertness. Grimaldo. Tchouaméni. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Thuram. So just 15 minutes still to
Please
come.
turn your attention to the screen for
Madrid
information
have done it in
provided by
good
the
style.
local police.
Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. The team's then separated by just one significant moment. How telling will that be? The next 15 minutes will decide. Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Oh, easy pickings there. He's through here. Out of play for a goal kick. And reclaimed it in a trice. Bremer. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Yildiz. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. This could be their final throw of the dice. Desperate defending required here. Cleared away. Yildiz. Gets a good foot in there.
Vietnam really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And this is Bale. Thuram!
That's just...
And time is up. Madrid have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Well, how will we look back on that?
What a game, Peter.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're very much on the way now. Well, 5 at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield with just 3 in there makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial, or wing-backs. You have to have them constantly push up, forcing opposition players back and giving your team a little more freedom.
Easier said than done.
That's right, but it does work.
Big chance! Well, that is commitment to the cause. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's taking no chances there. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. And it's Bruno Fernandes. That looks a good ball through. Real chance. Can he finish? And he's done it! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So, a breakthrough already.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
Valverde. And the ball is out of play. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Thuram. And here's Thuram. Just eases him off the ball. No way through. Ronaldo is onto it in a flash. That is lovely. And the shot's on him. And the shot! And a neat finish. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And he's had it nicked away. Tries to pass it through. A heavy challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good switch, that.
Bruno Fernandes picks it up out wide. Space for him to turn and look. Vietnam claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That's put paid to the danger. That is good strength. And here's Valverde. Looking to play him in. Now it's Palmer. This might spell danger. Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! And the comeback is complete! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And he was quick to react. And here's Thuram. This is a promising build-up. So what can they make of this? Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Ibrahimovic. That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Palmer! And that's in. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Madrid go up by 2 and are looking good.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram plays it through. He's in plenty of space here. It's a good foot in there. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Ronaldo looking to play it into the box.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
That's the end of the first 45.
Madrid are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Well, that pass isn't the best. Can he get on the end of this? Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. Nuno Mendes. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Corner number 2 then. No way through. Great chance! Madrid have the chance to go the other way. He has a look up. He's dealt with that really well.
Now there's a great block.
Tries a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Valverde. Now, can they get him away? In towards the back stick. And it's a corner. So, third corner of the game. Oh, important interception. That's going to go a long way. And it's Valverde. Tries to play it through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's made its way to him. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Vietnam needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Ibrahimovic. Number 11, Vinicius Junior. Number 22, Federico Valverde. Number 6, Bruno Fernandes.
Mbappe, looking for options for movement.
Number 18, Chara. Number 7,
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Number 21, Yildiz. Substitution.
Yildiz tries to thread one through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Long ball upfield. And the counter is on. That's beautifully weighted. He has found the way through. Yildiz. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's a sharp little ball here. Decent chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Madrid visibly comfortable, now up by 3. And the shot! And he's there to clear it. Yildiz. And that has left him in a heap. Van der Ven with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Van der Ven has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Please make sure to watch the screen for an information bulletin from the Regional Police Department.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So straight into the action. Well, 5 at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield with just 3 in there makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial, or wing-backs. You have to have them constantly push up, forcing opposition players back and giving your team a little more freedom.
Easier said than done.
That's right, but it does work very well, provided you have the right players to pull it off.
And they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
And here's Valverde. Thinks about the shot. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Spread to the right. Ronaldo is onto it in a flash. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I think you're going to have to go a very long way to find a better all-round midfielder than Fede Valverde. He's got the engine to do all the covering, but he's a lot more than that. He's got the strength, the tackling ability, good composure on the ball and balance in his game. So you'd really struggle to find any weakness.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And the counter is on. Tchouaméni.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Tchouaméni. Valverde powering forward here. Palmer. Yep, it's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Tries a shot! It's their second corner of the game. Mendes with the clearance. Can he get on the end of this? Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Back towards the middle. And here's Thuram. And it's Palmer. Delivers with... Oh, good climb! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Nuno Mendes. Vietnam have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Tchouaméni. He's had a shot! Goal! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Vietnam have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
So, third corner of the game. And he's managed to get rid. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He is through, and the shot! He's got to be quick to recover this. And he's there to belt it away. Lahm receives it in a wide position. That's tidy. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now he's got space here. No, he's just misjudged that one. Forwards and with intent. Van de Ven. Van Dijk. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, they can break here. He's found a way through. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Real pressure penalty, this. A formality, we're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
A picture of confidence, that was never missing.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Donnarumma chooses to deal with it himself. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And that is a little undercooked. Lahm, oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Back on the way then. And he's chosen to go back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Vinicius Junior takes a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they've got rid. And they're back on the ball again. Thuram, searching pass he's played there. Oh, that's clever. But he's cut it out. Valverde. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, that's neat. He's found a way through. Lahm plays it in. Palmer with the clearance. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's intervened well there. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's fabulous. He's a sharp little ball here. In by... Gets his head on it! And it's in! And they've got their lead back. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 22.
Vietnam
Federico
leading now.
Valverde. Number 6. Bruno Fernandes.
Barella.
Coming on the field. Number 7. Bale. Number 9. Bellingham.
Might be danger
Number
here.
21. Yudis. Substitution.
And he's there to get it away.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Well, that looks a decent ball. He can run onto that. Nice interception, well timed. Looking for the run.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And it's Bellingham. Mendes has it out wide and in space. Oh, this looks sharp.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Thuram makes the interception. Lahm is looking to influence the game from out wide. Tchouaméni running with the ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And here's Vinicius Junior.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Shot could be on.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Bale was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Lahm threads one in. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Nuno Mendes. Mendes scooting forward. Oh, it's a great ball here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Just 5 minutes remaining now.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Showing good feet. Knocks it into space. Barella.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
There will be 1 minute added time.
Lahm. Well, there's the clearance. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose.
And now,
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Madrid must quickly shake this from their system, Peter, because it's the sort of performance that can linger and fester.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.